Today we are working on recalls with all the dogs, and I know you mentioned this morning that Gunner was actually doing pretty good on his recalls. You did mention that one of your trouble spots was when your neighbor's dogs run up and down the fence line. So we're just going to recreate that right now. Well, we were, and they went away, but Hazel and Scooby are out there, and they definitely were playing with Gunner just a little bit ago, so he's going to be really enticed by them because those are his friends. So Shannon's going to put him on a long line, bring him out, let him maybe go to the gate, but we're going to practice recalls. So the most important thing about this is that Shannon has a backup plan. If Gunner doesn't come when called, she's got her leash. Now, eventually, we're going to hopefully let this leash drag, but right now, we're going to hold on to it in case he doesn't respond well. You have to have a backup plan that if he doesn't come back to you, you have your leash on to adjust it. So we're going to let him sniff, practice a couple this way, and then there's Scooby. Let him say hi. Good. So if Gunner wouldn't have come just then, Shannon would have picked up that leash, marked it with no, add a little bit of leash pressure, and repeated what she wants him to do. So right now we're just kind of letting him sniff. Good. So when you guys notice that your neighbor's dogs are outside, before you even let him out, just grab the long line or grab a leash and put it on him. And then get out there and practice some recalls right away. Good. So another thing you want to do, oh, he fell down, is to see if you can do some recalls with you out of sight. So what does that mean? That means you are calling for Gunner to come to you and he does not see you. We also have not been out in this front yard. So I'm going to try to keep him distracted while Shannon runs and hides. Good boy, buddy. Okay, so she's over there somewhere. Call. Good, so he hears her. Now he sees her. Good job. So when you do recalls, when he's out of sight or you're out of sight from him, make sure you're kind of looking through a window, or because if you so noticed, he heard her, was going towards her, but then he lost since he doesn't see her. See if you go to the porch area. Just because I was a little far away on that one. So I'm going to try to do it again. Shannon's out of sight. He's going towards her voice. He's looking for her, and he found her. Good job. So really try to bump up the difficulty level on your recalls. And then in between your recalls, make sure he gets plenty of time to sniff. I know we're kind of whipping through this a little fast because we don't want to make it like a 30-minute video. But if you practice recalls like one after the other, and every time he goes to sniff, you call him away, it can build up some frustration in them. So just be careful that you're not building up frustration. Make sure he's had plenty of time to sniff. If you're walking him on a leash and you're giving him time just to be a dog, throw in some recalls. If you can do 5 recalls a day during the day, it doesn't have to be all at once, just 5 times during the day, you call your dog to you with your recall word here, and you make sure when he gets to you, he gets something really positive, whether that be treats or praise or a toy, eye contact, petting, whatever it is going to be there when you need it. It's when we don't practice it every day and then we expect our dogs to recall away from a rabbit or a squirrel or cat poop on the ground, whatever it is. So if you notice, she said here, he didn't come. So she said no, repeated herself here, and then he eventually came. Now, if you have given the command twice, the third time he's not coming, go to him, pick up the leash, and use your backup plan. Use your leash. The worst thing you can do is stand there and yell here 15 times, and you just kind of take away the importance of that word. That was a good one. So that was plenty. We're going to end there. So really try to add some difficulty to your recalls and practice out in your yard with those barking neighbor dogs.